Thanks, guys, and welcome back to your Thursday pregame edition of Daily Iowan TV. Tonight, we take a look at the defensive side of the Iowa program with an exclusive interview from defensive end Drew Ott and more on the leading interceptionist for Iowa.
But first, as always, we take a look at this weekend's matchup, the Indiana Hoosiers. The Hoosiers sit 0-1 in the Big Ten, but are looking for another road victory to add to the 2014 season record. I took a look at how these two teams match up. It's homecoming week for the Iowa Hawkeyes, and they play host to the Indiana Hoosiers. Iowa 55-42-5 for homecoming, and 42-28-4 in the series against the Hoosiers.
They've been moving the ball and scoring points basically against anybody. Yeah, we're up against a very tough opponent.
Hawkeyes only allowing nearly 19 points inside Kinnick Stadium this season, but the Hoosiers averaging 36.5 points on the road. Iowa's rush defense will have their hands full against an up-tempo Hoosier offense. The Hoosiers averaging 300 yards per game in rushing, but the Hawkeyes normally having success in this category, holding rush offenses to only 93.2 yards a game.
We're going to spread the ball around. We're going to throw it in the perimeter. We're going to get it downfield.
You know, they're a very good offense. They're a very fast tempo, and they've got a really good running back, good quarterback, and very athletic receivers, so we got to be ready to go Saturday.
Iowa will be going up against one of the most talented running backs in the nation, Tevin Coleman. The NCAA and Big Ten second leading rusher averages 168 yards a game for a total of 841 yards this season with 8 rushing touchdowns. Iowa's Mark Wiseman in comparison with a total of just 260 yards for 6 rushing touchdowns.
Tevin, I think, realistically, is probably one of the more talented, if not as talented as any back in this league. He's an impact guy, very, very strong, very, very talented.
Both teams display a strong set of offensive linemen. All of IU's linemen boast experience, including their backups.
We've got an outstanding offensive line. I think it's one of the better offensive lines in the league. And what I like about our offensive line is that our starting right guard and starting right tackle from a year ago missed all 12 games. So we were able to accomplish some decent offensive numbers with basically half the line out.
Hawkeyes and Hoosiers will kick off at 11 a.m. this Saturday inside Kinnick Stadium. But on the other side of the ball for Indiana stands another strength battle for the Hawkeyes. Indiana is the 4th-ranked defense in the Big Ten, averaging 7 tackles for loss per game. And one coach on Indiana's sidelines behind this power defense is no shy face to the Iowa program.
That's exactly right, Jalen. William Inge is the current co-defensive coordinator for the Hoosiers. Inge was a defensive end for Iowa from 1993 to 1996, creating monster stats throughout his career, including 173 tackles, 24 sacks, and 37 tackles for loss.
Inge played under Hawkeye legend Hayden Fry himself in Fry's last bowl game appearance in the 1996 Alamo Bowl. The defense pitched a shutout against the passing offense of Texas Tech, ending the game in a score of 27-0.
After his football career at Iowa, Inge soon returned to Iowa City and became the recruiting coordinator for Fry's final season, helping sign the following classes that won head coach Kirk Ferentz 2 Big Ten championships. He then left the program in 2001.
It'll also be a homecoming of sorts for Inge this weekend too, Chelsea. And Phil Parker's defense continually creating explosive Iowa defensive ends such as Drew Ott. The junior leads Iowa with 3 sacks and 5.5 tackles for loss, tying for 13th in the Big Ten. Football reporter Whitney Blakemore caught up with Ott earlier this week. Whitney?
Hey guys, it's Whitney Blakemore here with defensive end Drew Ott. And Drew, Indiana's running back Tevin Coleman is one of the nation's best and Big Ten's second leading rusher. What are you guys going to have to do defensively to stop the Hoosiers' rushing game?
We're just going to have to be sound defensively, know our responsibilities, and be aggressive to the football.
All right, and you lead Iowa with 3 sacks. What are you going to do to continue to improve your numbers?
Just work hard in practice. I got a good offensive lineman to go against Sheriff, so hopefully he'll help me craft my skill a little bit.
And it's been almost a month since you guys have been playing at Kinnick. How is it going to feel coming back and for homecoming especially?
It'll be exciting. There'll be a lot of fans there. Hopefully it'll be packed and should be ready to go.
All right, well, thank you so much, Drew, and back to you guys at the studio.
Thanks, Whitney. And relieving some of the pressure in the secondary is senior John Loudermilk. Whitney took a look at the strong safety whose stats are leading Iowa's defense.
Season best for fewest points, first downs, passing yards, and total yards allowed. That's what Iowa's defense did in the team's 24-10 road victory at Purdue, making it the best performance of the season. But the 16th nationally ranked unit in rushing defense couldn't do it without their strong safety, John Loudermilk. The 6'2", 210-pound senior leads the team with 2 interceptions, both of which he recorded at Purdue.
It was a good feeling, it feels good to help the team in any way possible, and I would just say it was nice.
While the Ohio native made the catches, he said it's his defensive line that is helping force those turnovers.
Oh, it helps a ton. You know, when the quarterback's pressured, he's got to get the ball out of his hands quick. It helps so much, and they've done a great job.
Loudermilk has progressed immensely since last year as he currently shares the team lead of 36 tackles and has already matched his career best of 11 tackles a game this season.
I'd say the game's slowing down a lot for me. You know, kind of when you're a first-year starter last year, everything was going a lot faster, and I think this year everything's going a lot slower, and I'm preparing better, and everything's just kind of clicking for me.
Loudermilk and his defense will have to continue to keep making those plays if they want to stop Indiana's offense, who averages 300 yards rushing. Whitney Blakemore, Daily Iowan TV Sports.
Loudermilk shares the lead for total tackles this season with senior linebacker Quentin Olson.
Unfortunately, that'll do it for us here in the sports studio tonight. Be sure to pick up a print copy of the Daily Iowan pregame tomorrow.
And be sure to check out our sports blog at dailyiowansports.com for live updates from Kinnick Stadium this homecoming Saturday.